Hey everyone, I want to know, do you know a person who has used their art, more specifically paintings, as a form of activism? If you don't, that's okay, because today I'll be discussing about a woman named Ruth Star Rose. Through my extensive research, I'll be informing you about her background, how she used her arts as activism, and how she became the first white woman to create art for Black churches. So Ruth Star Rose was born in 1887 in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. She was born into a very wealthy family. Her father was in the timber business, and her mother was an author and a musician. Her family were actually active abolitionists. So her family moved from Wisconsin and came to Maryland. And they were located on the eastern shore side of Maryland. And they bought a big mansion and a big plantation there. And they called this place Hope House. And you'll still be able to see it till this day. So this is where Ruth Star Rose got most of her inspiration. She was very educated. And so you would think she would be able to paint about anything and everything she desired, or more specifically what was trending back then. But that's not what Ruth Star Rose wanted to do. Ruth Star Rose was really active, and she interacted with a lot of Black people in her community. She even became a member of a Black church called DeShields United Methodist Church. And this is where she fell in love with their music. So she wanted to use Black people as her subjects. She mostly used some of her friends, the ones who she called family, as her subjects for her paintings. She wanted to show the work life, the spirituality, the love life of Black people. And back then, most of the artwork about Black people were really stereotypical and racist. But she wanted to show Black people with dignity and compassion. And because of this, her artwork wasn't really recognized back then. But the DeShields United Methodist Church hired her to paint a painting for the church. And this is how she became the first white woman to create paintings for a Black church. So she painted a picture called Pharaoh's Army Got Drowned. And it was trying to show the freedom of Black people. I actually have a quote from her. She said, "I believe it was religion that brought Black Americans through their suffering. If only I can convey to white people this sense that the power of God is really present here for us people of all colors, then I'll feel my mission is accomplished." She also goes on to say, "I want my prints to stand as an expression of universal brotherhood." So her artwork made a big impact in the art industry later on in life. Now, modern people might see her work as really racial and stereotypical too, from how she portrayed Black people. But if you compare it to how the other artwork was portraying Black people back then, you would see how her artwork was really different. She also painted this painting called The Twilight Quartet, which was about 4 musicians who lived in Cooperville. And this piece of art actually won an award. She won the Mary Hills Goodwin Prize for this piece. So to conclude everything, you now know about a person who has used their form of art as a form of activism. You've learned about Ruth Star Rose, a little bit about her background, and how she became the first white woman to create art for Black churches. Thank you.